Good morning and welcome to Division 2 semi-finals football here in the International Cup 2017. We're live from Western Oval in Parkville, Melbourne, and it's overcast. A little bit drizzly this morning. It might be wet underfoot, but we're in for a fantastic game of International Cup football this morning. We have the Pakistan Shahins taking on the Sri Lankan Lions, and both teams have just gone through their songs and getting into position for the first game here as part of our Division 2 semi-finals action. Tuesday, the August 15. We've got plenty of games here at Western Oval and also over at Ransford Oval. Kane Pollard in the host chair this morning. Alongside me is Rajra Singh Ranwara.
Yeah.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Noel.
Raj, how are you?
All good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And it's a big day for the Pakistanis here this morning.
Yeah, we can say that that's a very big day for both teams, Sri Lanka and Pakistan. The weather is very cool and good weather, and the guys seems very pretty faces and all the energetic faces, and they seems very energetic today.
Yeah, they're very loud, aren't they? Getting into position early here. And as we said, this is the first game of 4 here this morning. Also, we have other games on as well. So we're looking forward to the broadcast here live on the International Cup streaming service. And players are just breaking off into position now. Raj, you're probably in a better position than me to comment on some of the players. Who are you expecting to have an impact in the game this morning?
Today, most of all the players seems very in the form. All the players are in form, and they are already playing very well in all the back games. And today, they are all. I just talked to the coaches, and they said this all are very boosted up, pumped up, and they are doing well today. And seriously, the captain of Pakistan Shanes, Hasib Qureshi, and the coach Matt Hubling, they are just very excited from the team performance today. They're just expecting that their team will do very well today.
Well, that's not too far away from the start of the contest. Looks like in the ruck is Malavage from Sri Lanka. He's one of the only players above 190 centimetres.
Yeah.
So he might have the height advantage there, but looks like he's going up against Chowdhury, who says only 178 centimetres, but looking at him out there on the field, Raj, he's looking a little bit taller than that. So
yeah,
just waiting for a couple of moments here before the game gets underway.
Yeah, you're talking about some tallest players, and I also make you mention players. The Hasib Qureshi is one of the tallest from the both teams. Is 192 centimetres.
So we're underway. Pakistan get the clearance. Strong tackle applied there, but the Shahins get a little kick away. Still inside the centre square. There has been a free kick paid for kicking in danger, and it's going to go the way of Pakistan. So they'll take the free kick inside the centre square. Taking the kick there is Zahir Hussain, one of the better performers for Pakistan in the International Cup. It's a long kick inside forward 50. The mark wasn't paid. Pack forms. The umpire's just... umpire's paid a free kick for kicking in danger there, going to the way of Pakistan. I'm not too sure exactly where that free kick has come from, but receiving the free kick is a Pakistan player wearing number 36 this morning. We'll have to try and get his name confirmed, but the wind is gusting. There is no rain at the moment, which is great. The ground's in pretty good condition considering the amount of traffic it's had. That's a long shot on goal, comes off the side of the boot. Did it bounce in the field of play? No, it hasn't. It's out of bounds on the full. So the Lions will take their first free kick in the left-hand back pocket.
Yep.
To short pass out of defensive 50. The mark wasn't taken there on the outer side, but the Lions get a clearing kick out. Bouncing football, running onto it. There is Vanderwerk. Can he get the ball? No, he can't. The ball bounces the wrong way and out of bounds. So good start in the first minute of the game, and really looking forward to this fierce contest. Pakistan and Sri Lanka, we might be used to hearing them playing in the cricket, but they're out here competing in the AFL, which is fantastic to see. So the ball gets thrown in once again. Winning the tap down there was Chowdhury. Pakistan can't get the clearance. Strong tackle applied there by Malavage again as he went in, and lucky not to give away the free kick there, the big man. So the ball gets thrown up on centre wing again. That was good tap work there by Chowdhury. The indiscriminate hand pass gets thrown out of the pack, but the Lions will turn this over and get an entry inside forward 50. But going back and taking a nice mark there was Midai, and he's marked the ball in the right-hand back pocket. Madai's got a beautiful kick on him. Look at that. Goes all the way up towards centre wing with the breeze. It's a loose football. Running onto it now. On the outer side there was Khan. He couldn't get a clear disposal away, and it goes out of bounds. How have you seen the first minute and a half of play so far, Raj?
Yeah, that's playing very well. The both teams are doing well, but I think that Pakistan is more loving to ball, so that's why they are just taking the ball all the way.
So Chowdhury, a big double-fisted pump there, but it's the Lions once again with the clearance. Hurried kick forward into a spacious centre square. Running onto the football there is Tanakun. No, it's actually Van der Wert once again. He goes long on centre wing. Coming out and taking a nice mark on the outer side there with Tilakaratne. He's in space. He runs away, runs through his 15 metres, and that's a nice pass. Finds Malavage again. Probably too far out to score, so he goes into the vacant forward 50. Bouncing football there for the Lions. Yeah. Good defensive punch away there by Pakistan. Well, it's been turned over. Could be Sri Lanka with the first shot on goal. The bounce didn't quite come back up for him there. That was a little bit unfortunate as he tried to run into an open goal. I think that was Ikanaki who tried to get that ball away, but was Nana Correa actually, and unfortunately for him, the ball just bounced the wrong way. So we're going to see the ball thrown up just outside the goal square there for the Lions. Big punch there by Chowdhury, but doing the roving there was the Lions. The ball's been turned over once again. The kick around the body come from Jay Sereng. That's going to get the distance, but won't quite get the accuracy. They compete on the goal line and punch it through. So the first score in the match is a behind. It's gone the way of Sri Lanka. They lead 1 point. Pakistan yet to register a score. So a quick kick in the pocket. Taking a nice mark there was Khan. He goes over the top. That was a courageous mark there. It was well marked over his head. So the Shaheens kick it up towards the half-back flank, but that ball just travelling over the boundary line and out of bounds on the full. So it's going to be turned over once again. It's going to be the Lions with the free kick. It's a long kick forward. Getting a fist on it there was Mahidi. The umpire says play on. Van der Wert was there. Kick around the body. The mark's been taken. They're running into an open goal, and the Sri Lankans have kicked their first goal of the morning. Great way to start the semi-finals here. And the Lions now go to 1-1-7, leading Pakistan yet to score. And that was beautiful finishing work there by Gouris Wisran, who kicks his first goal of the morning. Raj?
Oh, yeah, I'm just confused with the name.
With some of the numbers?
Yep.
Yeah, we might have to try and get that confirmed because they're not in the record with some of the Pakistani numbers that we have. But we'll work that out, Raj. It's okay. It's been a special day for Pakistan, you were telling me.
Yeah, yesterday was Independence Day of Pakistan, so we wish the Pakistan happy Independence Day yesterday.
Big celebrations?
Yeah, big celebrations all the way.
Plenty of food?
Food, party, and all the things. So I hope they will bring a gift for their community today.
So you think the boys might be extra excited today?
Yeah, extra excited and giving a gift on Independence Day, so that's very good.
So it's the Lions leading 1-1-7. Pakistan, the Shaheens yet to score. Punch away there by Sri Lanka, but it seems to be the Pakistanis doing the clearance work better once again. Indiscriminate football. Going through there was Fonseca. He couldn't collect the football, and it goes out of bounds. No, it still stays in the field of play. Going through there and getting tackled was a Sri Lankan player in Bodaju, and the ball's now gone out of bounds and be thrown in on centre wing. 1-1-7. We have gone 4.5 minutes of play in this first quarter. International Cup Division 2 semi-finals. It is the third place taking on fourth place, and Pakistan finished in third. Sri Lanka in fourth. The wind is definitely picking up here. It's quite gusty, and the ball gets thrown in, but no one can get an effective disposal away. So the umpire has to go in and throw it up once again. Chowdhury doing the ruck work there. Van der Wert just sockets it off the ground, but reading it best and taking a nice mark there was Javed. His kick just held up in the breeze slightly. Coming up to meet it there was Kula Mangram, and he couldn't get an effective disposal away, but he thought he picked up the free kick, but it's gone the other way. And Pakistan will take the free kick on the left-hand half-back flank. So a long kick inside, forward 50 by the Shaheens. Coming up to meet it there was Daniel Khan, but he couldn't keep the ball in play, and it goes out of bounds. Sri Lanka 1-1-7. Pakistan yet to score. And it's looking like it's a swirly breeze, maybe a cross breeze going into the pocket where the ball gets thrown in now. Pakistan try and get the clearance away. Good defensive pressure there by the Sri Lankans. Lias tries to get the ball away, but he was tackled quite strongly. And looks like it was Sajid Chowdhury there as well around the pack. So the ball gets thrown up again in the pocket there for Pakistan. Chowdhury misses the tap down. The Lions with a short little hand pass favours the Shaheens, if they can pick up the ball here. They get a kick around the body, off hands, bouncing footballs, loose towards the goal square, but unfortunately for Pakistan, they couldn't collect it, and the ball goes out of bounds. So we're back to a 6-point margin in favour of Sri Lanka. They kicked the first goal here of the semi-finals. Players are breaking towards the broadcast side of the ground. The lead was ignored, so he goes long, looking for Tenakun. He had 2 to beat and couldn't do so. The Shaheens just pushed the ball forward on the hands and knees. The Lions get a hand pass away. Intercepted nicely, though, by the Shaheens. The kick around the body coming there from Javed. Loose football inside forward 50. Running up to meet it there was Walid Ahmed, I should say, and he couldn't get the ball in the field of play. So Raj is just going to confirm some details with the Pakistan bench. They've got some numbers there not appearing in their record. Throw in, big punch away there coming from Malavaj, and the ball goes back out of bounds. 30 metres around from the Shaheens' attacking end. They are kicking towards the oval end here. 3 ovals in use as part of the International Cup here at Parkville. So throw in. During the ruck work there was Perez, but they couldn't find anyone from Sri Lanka, and Pakistan just rushed another point through. So they go to 2 behinds, reducing the margin to only 5 points. There's some options. The one from Anu Fonseca was ignored. So they go back towards the pocket in the wind. Bouncing football there for Lorenz Daniel. Under some pressure, gets the ball going forward, but it's been turned over. The Shaheens have it once again. Walid Ahmed tries to get the ball away. Sweeping hand pass into the goal face. Who's there? No one's there for the Shaheens. Socking away was Tenakun, but there's a shot on goal coming from Pakistan. Did it go through? No, just the wrong side of the post and through for 1 behind. So Pakistan 3 behinds. Sri Lankans 1-1-7, but it seems like the Lions are having some problems trying to get this ball out of defensive 50 as Jay Sereng will kick this ball in once again. So Jay Singer, he's got the lead there of Fonseca. He goes that option now. Bouncing football. Fonseca breaks a tackle. He'll bring it out broadcast side of the ground looking for Gethran. At full stretch, couldn't complete the mark. Tries to keep the ball in play, does well. The kick around the body makes it hard there for Van der Vert. Coming through nicely there for Pakistan was Mahidi. He's had plenty of the ball in this first quarter. Mark was dropped at centre half back there by the Lions. The umpire has paid a free kick, and the ball's going to be going to go the way of Pakistan. Kane Pollard in the host chair with Raj, who's just gone down to confirm some details. I'm not too sure exactly where it is, but Pakistan will have the free kick at centre half forward. Fahez Khan kicks inside forward 50. Nice defensive punch away. Soccer off the ground goes straight into his teammate's head, and there's been a free kick for, looks like possibly a drag. A bit of a push and shove, plenty of passion in the game between these two sides early in the first 9 minutes of play. The umpire's just marshalling the troops back into position there. And it's going to be Pakistan with the shot on goal. The umpires, the coach Matt Emling there is really providing some instructions to his troops on the bench. This is a big kick for Pakistan. They've had the last 3 shots on goal, but haven't managed to get one through. So here comes the Shaheens. They have a long shot on goal. It's gone straight through the goal for the first of the morning. Pakistan will take the lead. They go to 1-3-9. Leading Sri Lanka 1-1-7. Nice finishing work there by Bashwani. And that's their first goal of the semi-final. So they lead 1-3-9 Pakistan to Sri Lanka 1-1-7. We have 6 minutes to go in this first term. We'll try and get some number details for us here shortly. You're tuned into the International Cup on the AFL International Cup website streaming service. It's going through there for Sri Lanka with Jay Sereng. Finds himself in space, running through the centre here at Western Oval. Long kick out, looking for Dexter Van Vert, but he was caught under the football. Close to the boundary line on the outer side. Van Vert goes in once again, collects it now. That's a nice long kick inside forward. 50 coming out and taking a nice mark on the lead there was Jay Sereng, and he's going to line up now from only about 30 metres out on a very tight angle. He's got options further afield, but those options are ignored, so he just goes high and long. They'll compete in the goal square. Chowdhury's there for the Shaheens, gets a fist on the football. There's going to be a shot on the goal from the Lions. The kick around the body. Beautiful finishing work there. they haven't had a lot of play inside their forward 50, but the Lions have kicked their second goal. They go to 2-1-13. Back in front now by only 4 points. And that was terrific finishing work there by the Sri Lankans in front of goal. Less than 5 minutes to go in this first term, and the breeze is picking up, as you can hear in the effects mic, but that was a nice goal there by Rick Ramasinghe, and they take the lead. 2-1-13, the Sri Lankan Lions, leading the Pakistan Shaheens 1-3-9. They've had more scoring shots, Pakistan, but haven't capitalised in front of goal like the Lions have. So the ball's going to be thrown up once again. Chowdhury's doing a mountain of work in the ruck, taps the ball down once again. The Shaheens get the clearance. Long kick forward, bouncing football. Coming up to meet it there, but couldn't collecting it. Nice little work there by Khan. His hand pass misses his target, but his second effort was good to butter up. The Lions are under some pressure, but they managed to get it out now through Fonseca in some space. We take the bounce. Now he goes with the hand pass on the outer side. Finding the football there was Kodagaga. Long kick forward. It's off direction in terms of trying to find a teammate, but taking a nice mark there was Saez, and he kicks the ball off the half-back flank. That's a nice pass. Ahir Hussain, one of the players to look out for, took a nice mark on his chest, kicking into this stiff breeze. He just goes long. Caught out of position there was Mahedi, but the umpire's paid a free kick. Now the mark's been paid, and it's gone the way of Daniel Khan. Long kick inside forward 50, bouncing football now. They couldn't keep it in the field of play, and it goes out of bounds. So 3.5 minutes gone. 3.5 minutes remain in this first term. Pakistan 1-3-9. Trailing Sri Lanka 2-1-13 in the first game of our semi-finals this afternoon as part of the 2017 International Cup. So the ball's going to be thrown in. The Pakistanis have 5 players waiting to come back onto the field. The umpires paid a free kick in the rucking contest, and it's going to go the way of Dexter Van Vert. He's had plenty of football in this first quarter. He goes out towards centre wing. Closing in there was Hussain, but he couldn't get a fist on it. The mark was paid the way of the Lions. They get the kick forward, bouncing football, close to the boundary line there. Githran goes in for Sri Lanka. The umpire says play on. The Lions get the kick forward on the outer side. Coming up to meet it there was Silva. Waiting for an option to present further afield. Decides to go by hand. This is better build up here by the Lions. Long kick forward, but off the side of the boot and out of bounds on the full. The free kick will go the way of the Shaheens. You got some numbers there for us.
Finally, I get the jersey numbers of both teams.
Okay, great. I'll have to copy them off you at quarter time. But Sri Lanka lead, Raj. It's 2-1-13 to Pakistan 1-3-9.
That's very good for the Sri Lankan team as well.
Yeah, they're using the ball well.
So
Pakistan have had more opportunities, but just haven't capitalised.
Yeah, so now it's the time for the team for grab the opportunities, so they don't have a chance to lose the opportunities for getting the scores.
Exactly right, especially with this blustery, windy conditions. It is quite tricky, but most of the players on that outer side. Long kick forward. Nice mark taken there by the Shaheens. They've got 1:36 to score, so he has to be quick. It's a long kick to centre wing. Dropping the mark there was Fonseca, but he bursts open the pack. Does well. Linking play up nicely here through the lines. Going through the centre of Western Oval. They could have another shot on goal here. It's a long kick forward. Bouncing all. The ball hit him on the chest, but just dropping the mark there, unfortunately, was Silva. They're going to get a shot on goal. Is that their third for the quarter? It is. Beautiful finishing work there. I think that may have been Jay Singh again, was it? Getting the nice shot on goal.
The number.
And that's their third for the quarter. So they've extended their lead now out to 10 points. It's Sri Lanka 3-1-19, leading Pakistan 1-3-9. You're listening to the international.
Sri Lanka is playing really well.
They are, aren't
they are just seems to be hungry for the goals.
Well, they're yet to get a win, aren't they, in the International Cup so far this year? But they have definitely started well.
That's a good for both teams. The both countries are not actually not related to the Australian football so well, but now they are participating in the Australian football games and they are doing well. And
the Sri Lankans have a very strong background in rugby.
Yeah.
So most of their players actually hadn't played football before. And having a look at the Pakistan team, it seems like most of them are from the Shaheens, a team that plays in the Pakistan league. As they get the clearance once again through Kazi. Coming up to meet the football there was Khan. He couldn't complete the mark. It's a loose football inside forward 50. Getting tackled there was Remen, and he's been penalised for incorrect or holding the footy. Let's say incorrect disposal there, Raj, but they're showing some endeavour in defence. And that is quarter time here in the Division 2 semi-finals between Pakistan and Sri Lanka, and it's the Lions leading 3-1-19, Pakistan 1-3-9. We'll take a short break here at Western Oval and be back with you for the second quarter. There's no one here to confirm any details. Oh, yeah, exactly right. Oh, you can't? That's all right. No, no problems. That's all right, mate. You've done well. You've done well. No, we're facing some issues here. We're handling it well. Don't worry.
I don't know the jersey numbers.
You read real quick, or you want me to do it real quick? Okay, quick. I'm very tight for football because it's across the bridge. You can put too much.
Yeah.
Like here.
Yeah, she did that 3 or 4 times.
No, you don't go across the bridge. You know, sort of leave it open for the ball.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's had no like movement, you know. It's not so slick.
I might have to do one and do another one at half time.
Yeah, it's like that.
Had a feeling when you went in there, I went,
Yeah. I don't know what the hell it is.
Plenty of voice out there in the huddles during the quarter time break. Plenty of instructions. Pakistan looking to play a little bit more man on man. We have some numbers updated. Thank you to Raj, who went and did the hard work there during the first quarter. So I don't know if we got any of the Pakistan names right for the first 17 and a half minutes, but we'll definitely be better in this second term. It is Pakistan 1-3-9, trailing Sri Lanka 3-1-19. So the ball gets thrown up. Big punch away there by the Lions. They get another clearance, but the kick was partially smothered. That was a throw. Tilakaratne, will he give away the 50-metre penalty? No. So Pakistan have earned the free kick inside the centre square. Mahidi has the free kick, goes short. Nice mark taken there by Khan. He goes long inside forward 50, but Chad was the option. Dropping the mark there was Sakir Vanderwert. Kicks it up towards centre wing. That's a nice mark taken there by Dexter Vanderwert. So the Vanderwert's working out nicely. They've got some players inside the centre square, and going back and taking a nice mark there was Jay Singer. Kicking with the slight breeze here, the Lions. Long kick forward. Dropping the mark that he should have taken was Mahidi once again. Pack form's on top of him. Mahidi was good in that first quarter on centre half back. Did some really good things. He couldn't get a disposal away that time. At the bottom of the pack there was Siddiqui. So the umpire throws it up. Chowdhury taps it down. The Lions have the numbers around the contest. Can they try and get it out? On their hands and knees there. Dexter Vanderwert, his hand pass though was intercepted. Taking the football away was Ibrahim, and the umpire says no, he couldn't get an effective disposal away, so they're going to have to ball it up once again. Nice tackling work there by Githaran for Sri Lanka. Tap towards the back. Nice work there by Malavaj, but he couldn't find a teammate. So the Shaheens are just trying to use their body and get the ball going forward. Bit of a scrum out there on the outer side. The umpire's letting it go. Coming through, nice blind turn, but he took too long to get rid of the football. Lucky not to give away the free kick there was Malavaj once again. And he'll take the free kick at centre half forward here for the Lions. So short little hand pass to Fonseca, who's been brought down from behind. No talk there by the Lions. And once again, Raj, good defensive pressure by Pakistan.
Yeah, now after the quarter break, most probably I think that their coach will advise them some good. They are now tackling man-to-man.
Yeah,
they are just focusing on a defensive move. So they are just focused on their defense. They're not going for an attack. They are just focused on more on defense.
Now, this weather conditions, what would it be like back in Pakistan at the moment? Nice and warm, or
yeah, it's warm. It's a warm in Pakistan. That's nearly these months are June and July are the most of the warm months in the Pakistan. And now this is totally a different weather in Australia.
I think it's 15 and chance of rain and thunderstorms this afternoon. The hand pass comes out there by Ibrahim, but it's been turned over once again, getting dragged off the football with Tilakaratne. The Lions seem to have better structure trying to go forward, but another free kick paid here to the Shaheens. Advantage paid. They're running through the centre of Western Oval. You're going to get a long kick in there. Forward 50. Going back with the flight of the football was Lorenz Daniel, who couldn't mark, but the Lions clear it once again. 3-on-1 contest on the outer side here in favour of Sri Lanka. Kick around the body coming from Jay Sering. He's had plenty of the football. This is good play here by the Lions. They'll get another shot on goal. They go long towards the hot spot. Nobody's there. It's a loose football. Pakistan have 2-on-1. Can they win it out? Trying to get the kick away there on the outer side was Ali, but he couldn't get any disposal away. Good defensive pressure by the Sri Lankan forwards to set up a goal. The kick around the body. Beautiful finishing work there. And kicking the goal there was Johan Chapman. And they've gone their fourth goal. So the Lions go to 4-1-25. Leading Sri Lanka 1-3-9 in the first semi-final as part of the International Cup 2017. Nice play there, Raj.
So they are playing really nice. I'm very surprised with their performance. Seems that like in the start of the match we are just talking about the heights and all the things, but now it's no matters. The Sri Lankan team is just attacking.
Well, definitely right. And now I guess Pakistan are also ruining the fact that they didn't kick so many goals from their early opportunities, as looks like Kasif Khan comes on for his first run. Chowdhury will be up in the ruck. Couldn't tap it down. Malawaj's done well, but Lashine's got a clearance, but only as far as Lorenz Daniel took a nice mark, kicked the ball quickly up towards centre half forward. Bad bounce there for Gurushan on the outer side. Running onto the loose football there was Qureshi, one of the big men for Pakistan here today. Long kick up towards centre wing. No one can win the disposal. The umpire's letting it go. Fonseca goes in there for the Lions. They get the ball up towards centre wing. Going back with the flight of the ball there was Rab, but he couldn't get effective disposal away either. It seems that Pakistan are getting a lot of it, but they're not using the ball as effectively as the Lions in the first half of this game.
Yeah, in first quarter, the one player is just a little bit, I think, stretch their muscles and they're now resting on the chair, but they're replaced by some other player. And now, I'm just talking about some serious fact with you. Like, I'm just looking on the players, the ages, and like how many ages are they old. And I find that the Sri Lankan team has one of the oldest player. Name is Danu Deknakon. Is a number 3 jersey.
Yep.
And he's one of the oldest player between the both teams.
He is, yeah, no, definitely.
So experience matters.
And I guess AFL being a new sport is going to attract a younger audience, isn't it? As the Shaheens get the ball up towards the half-forward flank. This is better build up by Pakistan. Can they find someone to mark it inside forward 50? The Lions fly but drop the footy. They get a hurried kick out towards the outer side. Once again, they clear defensive 50 just too easily. So the Lions on the outer side. It's a long kick forward. Perez had 2 to beat, but the umpires paid a free kick, and the little man against 2 big men has 1 out. Obviously taken out of the contest there was Nana Kararak. Long kick forward. Fonseca's there close to the boundary line. Strong tackle applied there by Kurishi. Big man just wrapped his arms around him then, Raj. He was going nowhere.
Yeah, Farhan Ali Khan is replaced now in the team. He's in playing 18, so he's in the ground now. But in the Pakistan team.
Yeah, definitely. They've got quite a few players to bring on, don't they? Throw in.
Yeah.
The Shaheens get a kick out towards Chowdhury, but he was beaten to the football there by Malavaj. Kick up there nicely towards Van der Vert. Kick around the body. Bouncing football. Getting bumped out of it was Nankara. Oh, strong tackle applied though. Was that in the back? The umpire says no. Strong work there by Nankara, who followed that up to apply the strong tackle. The Lions leading by 16 points. Tap down looking for Karodra. He couldn't get the football away. The umpires paid a free kick for a hold. It's going to go the way of Ali Khan there of the Shaheens. The name the Shaheens, I might ask you what that is related to during the broadcast.
Yep.
The Lions, well, I can follow the Lions. That's obviously the big Sri Lankan lion we see on their flag.
Shaheen seems, it's like, if I'm not wrong, that the meaning of something royal.
Okay. So the Pakistan Royals.
Yeah, Royals.
They've gone with the hand pass there. Little blind turn out of the kick was by Hamza Ali. It gets the ball to centre half back. Ball gets shoveled out. Dexter Van Vert goes in once again. They just slapped the football there, Ali Khan, but it's been intercepted by the Lions. They get a kick out to a spacious centre wing. It's going to be a foot race. 1-on-1. Well, a bit of a hold there, but no free kick was paid to Maslani. They get the kick away, and taking a nice mark there is Marek Kurishi, one of their better players here for the Shaheens. He's got a long kick on him, but no one was there to mark it. And the Lions have slid in and taken a nice mark there. Broadcast side of the ground, left-hand half-back flank. So that's a nice kick forward there by Elapetea, one of their star players. Look out for, only 19 years of age. They're on centre wing. Hot footy, the umpire decides to throw it up just as the hand pass comes out there by Tilakaratne. Some of those cricket names I can pronounce okay.
So that all seems very good, but now I am in a confusing mode. Like, what's the thing is happening now? The Sri Lankans are just attacking going on.
Yeah, they're trying to attack while Pakistan are trying to defend. They probably had a bit of the play now. We've got 8.5 minutes left in this second term. Looking for the hand pass. The ball goes to Chowdhury. Kick forward, bouncing football away there. Trying to run onto it was Khan, but he couldn't keep the ball in play. Strong tackle on the outer side. The umpires paid a free kick. Looks like it may have just been a little bit too high. And Gelanaj will take the free kick for Sri Lanka. So they're looking to build now. Fonseca can get the football, bounces nicely up to him there, but wearing him like a glove is Hasib Qureshi, and he just took him straight over the boundary line. So it looks like they've identified Fonseca as a player they need to watch here in this second quarter. Only the one goal so far.
Yeah, Zahid Shah is replaced by Abdul Rab, jersey number 19 in the Pakistan Shaheens.
I like their jumpers. They're quite easily to pick up in the green, as we see for all their traditional sportswear in Pakistan.
Yep. So green is also some religious color in Pakistan.
throw in. Oh, geez, that wind is pretty bad. But taking it out of the ruck there was Karishi. Hurried kick forward. Up they go. The ball gets punched away. The Lions can build up here through defensive 50. Breaking the tackle there was Kudaja. Long kick forward. Flying too early there was Malavage. And but it's the Shaheens taking a nice mark on the outer side as Malik kicks it up towards centre half forward. 2-on-1 contest. The Shaheens have done well. The ball goes there to Kadishi. Long kick forward. They need a mark. Running underneath it there was the Lions defence. About to be run down from behind. Or shrinking the tackle there nicely was Jay Sering, but he's held on to it for too long. The umpire's penalising for holding the footy.
Yep.
So here's a chance for the Shaheens, Raj, on the outer side.
Yep. Shaheens are trying again and again. They are replacing the players. Like now, Usman Malik is replaced by Nihal Mansoor. So I think they're trying some new moves or some new techniques.
Matt Emling, yeah, trying to get the team into the play because they're getting enough of it. They're just not resulting in a score. But there's been a free kick off the play.
No, Pakistaners really need a score at the moment.
They do indeed, don't they? So they get the kick inside forward. 50 are flying in from the front. There was Khan, but he couldn't complete the mark. The quick kick comes out, wrong side of the point post, and the ball's going to be thrown in. So you've been following the Pakistan team during the International Cup? Is this the first time you've seen them live, or have you been out and watched the games?
In the footy, you're talking about in the footy. So no, I'm just seeing for the first time. So that's a very surprising moment for me that Pakistan is now in the cricket. This country is a world champion on the moment, and now they are also starting playing footy, and so that's very nice.
So there's been a free kick. Paid there to Khan from the goal square. He's tried to kick it too far and it's gone through the wrong side of the post and through for a behind. So they go to 1-4-10. Khan missing an easy one there, Raj. I know you're blind in terms of the vision there, but gee, from only 10 metres out, I think he's trying to kick it a little bit too hard.
It's very hard for me.
There is a push and a shove going on there as well. Kasif Khan wasn't happy with something. But the Lions... There's no crowd here at the Western Oval. The players have to jump the fence themselves. Bit unfortunate. I'm sure the crowd will build up as the morning progresses. Saw some really big crowds out here on the first Sunday of the International Cup.
Yeah.
As the Lions kick it out once again. Bouncing football. Hang on. No, there's been a free kick all the way down in the goal square. I'm not too sure exactly which way it's going to go. Looks like Khan has picked up the free kick. But no. He must have overstepped the line. So there's too many whistles, so the ball's going to be thrown up. I missed that one completely. Chowdhury taps it towards the back. The Lions have the numbers if they can clear it. Bouncing football there for Malvaj. Used his body well, created some space. The Lions have kicked it out, but there's a wall of Pakistan players there. Showing some speed coming through there was Johan Singh. He takes the game on. Oh, has he done too much? He's appealing for a free kick, but wasn't paid, so it's gone the way of the Shaheens. Little tap out there. Ibrahim gets a hurried kick forward. The Lions will try and clear it here, broadcast side of the ground. Up they fly. The ball spills there to Fonseca, who gives it don't argue, breaks through. Hand passes back there to Jay Sering. He's usually got a good kick on him. We've seen in this first half. Brings the ball up towards centre wing. Good bump. Good use of the body there by Karishi. Better build-up play here by Pakistan. Hussain gets the kick up towards centre half forward. And taking a nice mark there was Walid Ahmed. There's some confusion on the line. Players have come in there. Perez, lucky not to give away a 25-metre penalty. So the hand pass there to Hussain. Long kick inside forward 50, but reading it best was Lorenz Daniel. We've seen that a couple of times in this first half of play. Lorenz Daniel just marshalling the defensive end for Sri Lanka. It's a long kick out. Bouncing football there for Hassan. Going through there was Prabith Fonseca, gets pushed off the football. The Lions go in once again. This is better play. Bouncing football now on centre wing for Van Vert. In space, kicks it high and long. Running up after there was Gurishran. He can pick it up. No, gets a bad bounce just at the end. Gets bumped out of it. Kradishi kicks the ball forward. Now this is really good play by Sheens. They've got some space inside forward 50. The ball holds up in the breeze. The mark wasn't taken there by Walid Ahmed. They get the kick forward, the Lions, but it's all the Shaheens. They can repel once again. Short little hand pass there to Ali. Now Karishi gets the kick forward, bouncing football. there a chance for the score here, Shaheen? Oh, a nice little tackle, pushed him off his kick. Spills free there from Zaha. The umpire says play on. The appeal for holding the football wasn't paid, and it's been a soccer off the ground, and the Lions have been penalised. So taking the free kick there is Ali Khan.
Most of the Pakistan team is just hoping for the Jashir Hussain, who is the star stopper of the team, is expecting they're doing well in this game today.
They are, aren't they? Ibrahim actually took the free kick there, Raj. Sorry about that, because his kick's gone right across the face. It wasn't touched. There's no score, but the umpire's paid a free kick. And it's going to go the way of Kasif Khan, another player from the Pakistan Shaheens in the AFL competition in Pakistan. We saw them in the first quarter do a lot of pressure, but couldn't result in a goal. Can they get one here? That looks good off the boot. That's a great response there by the Shaheens. They kicked their second goal for the quarter, so they go to 2-4-16. Still trailing Sri Lanka 4-1-25. We have about a minute and a half to go here in this second term, and nice finishing work there by Hamid Siddiqui. He's kicked his first goal. Alrighty, Raj, what do you think of your first half of international football?
So the first half is very surprising and very suspensive, actually. Because in the starting period, the both teams starts very well, and but the Sri Lanka is doing very, very, very well today. We can see the super performance by the Sri Lankan team, but we can also expect some good performance from the Pakistan team. But who knows about the coming two quarters? And
well, exactly right. Well, at least they got themselves back in the game. It's 9 points to margin. There's only. See, the ball's taken a while to return. We've lost 45 seconds of play, but up they go. Big punch forward there coming from Khan. There's been a free kick at centre-half forward, but no, it's going to go the way of the Lions. They've gone with a hurried kick forward with really no penetration on the kick. Loose football now on the half-back flank there for Pakistan. Well, they showed some nice skills there. Was Zahir Hussain, but he's been brought to ground and been penalised for holding the football. They tried to get the advantage, but it wasn't paid as Shaheen Vanderhurt was all by himself taking the mark inside forward 50. So they've got 6 seconds. 4,
3, 2, 1.
The siren will go. You think this might be too far out to score. And doesn't make the distance. So at half-time, it's Sri Lanka leading 4-1-25, leading Pakistan 2-4-16. It's Kane Pollard and Rajri Singh Ranwara here in the broadcast position this morning. So thank you for joining us at half-time.
Yeah.
It's Sri Lanka 4-1-25, Pakistan 2-4-16. Raj, anything you'd like to say before we take a break?
Yep. No, that's everything you said. You are also Kane Pollard. We are also thanks to you for joining us today, and you are doing very well today.
Appreciate that, Raj. We're only halfway through the first game of our semi-finals here this morning, and hopefully we can continue it in the second half. Stay with us then with Sri Lanka leading by 9 points. Please, all the numbers
are fumbled. So when we're just looking for the numbers, and the ball just going for
exactly.
Sri Lanka just a sequence. So they're all the numbers are in sequence. But for this, this is so full. First I'm just looking for it.
You can take a short break now.
This is 50.
Through the AFL International Cup website. Sorry about the numbers, boys. It's a little bit more of a task than what I realised, but anyway, we'll get there. I mean, the hardest thing I'm facing now is just standing there and I'm not looking at it. I don't have a team sheet, but
That's a little bit more issues.
Even if you just
you'll probably see me a little bit.
Oh no. What? Really?
Yeah.
So I'm sort of guessing a little bit. It's alright. Okay. Yeah, a bit more lens if it was.
You know who you should contact? I don't know who you've got coming down, but you should see if, because I know Ian, is David Hampton coming down from the southern. He's the person. Okay. Alright, cool.
Yeah, so Dave actually, he's on the course in New York, but he's coming down to do he's actually the UI special
Yeah.
so he's actually looking to move to again. But then we're just going to chuck him in a bit of a break for you guys. So you've got
You're cool. You're cool.
yeah, have you worked with Dave before?
No. Ian said good things about him. He's one of their callers. So.
I actually popped down to see them.
Yeah, just get to know the roughs and forwards.
Right, mate, you're in.
Cool.
So yeah, just give him a bit of a buzz, and he should be here for the next match anyway. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you.
For this game? Sorry, for this oval?
Yeah, this over.
Yep, so it's 3:45, it's the last game of the entire day, and it's between Japan and Kuwait. That's when it starts.
Okay, so
Imagine it would finish around 5 o'clock, I imagine. Definitely not. It only starts before the sun. So they tend to go, they tend to go about 8 o'clock. They flat. About 4 you should be fine. Hey, how are we? No, not at all.
my mate, I'm heading off now about 4 of a week. On the running basis. You got my phone number?
No worries, I just wasn't sure.
It's hopefully that, that's right. Thank you. All right, good luck.
Right, so you went like that. Yeah, so it's just all on that side of Oh, are they? You haven't been in?
Great.
Oh, what do you do? Oh, so it's your full-time at the moment at the bank, but studying full-time to become a teacher as well. Oh, she's very ambitious, very.
Half-time is over here in the semi-final of Division 2. Sri Lanka lead by 9 points. They've had less scoring shots but made the most of their opportunities. And Pakistan have been held in tight, but plenty of spirit in the Sri Lankan huddle, definitely. They were full of voice. And Raj is joining me here. Kane Pollard for the second half. Raj Singh Randwara. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right or close enough.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Close enough.
The first name is, you can pronounce it very well. It's a Raj.
That's it. So we're going to bring you the second half here live on the International Cup website.
So now the Pakistan Chinese team is with Hasib, Qureshi, 9, Osama Khan, and Jashir Hussain, who's the one of the star player of the Pakistan team. Now they are going for bang and just doing good.
We saw them get a nice goal in that second term. Players just come off the ground there. Gutharan. Also, one too many players on the ground there, Sri Lanka. There's some confusion on the Sri Lankan bench. The umpire has the ball aloft, so we'll start the second half with Sri Lanka leading by 9 points. Pakistan have loose players around the football. Big punch forward play there by Marit Kushari to his brother. They get the ball up towards centre half forward. There is a free kick paid there against Arunda Fonseca. No, he's actually earned the free kick for holding the football. So Fonseca, who is their captain, done a lot of promotion for the Sri Lankan football team. They also played out in his local suburb of Lyndhurst. So he plays on. Goes with a short pass out towards centre wing. Dropping the mark on the outer side there was Malavaj. He's been tackled strongly. The ball bobbles out. The umpire says play on. The Lions do have the numbers around the football, but it's Pakistan who want it more at the moment. Khan gets a kick forward up towards the half-forward flank. Rishi tries to slap it into the path of his teammate there in Siddiqui, but he couldn't keep the ball in play, and it goes out of bounds on the half-forward flank. Pakistan are kicking towards the oval end here. The wind has died down slightly. Still overcast conditions, but no rain. During the first Sunday I was here, Raj,
we can pray to God.
Yeah.
We can pray to God for no rain today.
Some sunshine would be nice. The ball gets thrown in. Strong tackle applied on the outer side there.
Now we can just start saying it's a sunny day.
Unfortunately, we've got cameras that will tell us that we're lying.
Yeah.
We're in jackets and everything, trying to keep warm here in the broadcast position as the Lions get the clearance. Lucky the footy's hot. That's keeping us warm at the moment. And the Lions go through. This is better build-up play through centre wing. Kick out into the path there of Dexter Van Vert. If he can collect the football. Boundary line's closing. He does well. Kick around the body. Bouncing football inside forward 50. The Shaheens will try and clear it. Ball didn't bounce backwards. A little bit wet underfoot there. Kick forward. Coming through Malaj, gives a don't argue, tries to break a second tackle. He's been team tackled there by Pakistan, and they've brought him to ground finally. Nice work there by Zaid Khan, and they've been rewarded with holding the footy. I think you may have thought it was rugby for a moment then.
Yeah,
he's just tried to break through everybody.
Yeah, that's a Jay Shah, actually. So he's just tackled off.
Long kick forward by Malik, up towards Chowdhury, taps it to himself and kicks it in the one motion. That took some skill. Gets the ball up towards the half-forward flank. The Shaheens have the numbers. Qureshi has to go back by hand towards centre wing. They look like they're coming out to play better in this third quarter as Pakistan. Ground ball. Qureshi shoots the hand pass out. Getting the hurried kick forward, though, was Mansour. Bouncing football at centre half forward there for the Shaheens. Chowdhury's in there but couldn't collect it. Tapping the ball into space, but the Lions can try and clear defensive 50 now. Hand pass out, getting a bad bounce, unfortunately, with Tilakaratne. Goes in a second time, but couldn't get an effective disposal away. So the Sri Lankans try and build now. Chain of hand passes, finishes with a kick up towards centre wing. Qureshi goes through, but couldn't collect the mark. Ball bounces back out there towards Ran Singh. He couldn't collect it. Strong tackle applied, but he's just gone slightly high. And earning the free kick there was Gurashran, who has he's been called to play on. Watch out, better be tackled. Lucky for Gurashran, he had some teammates in support. The hand pass comes out there towards Tilakaratne. He takes the game on. He's gone for one-handed tap. And the umpire's paid his incorrect disposal.
Now the both teams are just playing very slowly. They are just facing on to stopping the goals. They are just defending each other, and I think the both teams are now reaching on the like a limit in the goals. So now they are not focusing on doing the goals. They are just focused on also not taking the other team to take goals.
Well, exactly right, Raj. And I mean, Sri Lanka have the lead. They want to try and hold on to that for as long as they can. Pakistan definitely seem to be playing better in the first 3.5 minutes of play in this third term. No one's yet to score. Pakistan 2-4-16, trailing Sri Lanka 4-1-25. Coming onto the ground there is Gelahanj. And some changes here for Pakistan.
There's a number 27.
Kasif
He's
Khan
a
comes
Kasif
back on.
Khan.
Yeah, comes back on there for the Shaheens. So back with the play. Pak form on the outer side. Oh, it's been penalised there, the Pakistan player, for not getting rid of the football. So the free kick's going to go the way of the Lions on the outer side.
Come on, Cash, go in.
Taking the free kick there is Gulamaranj, Sam. And he's kicked it high and long to centre half forward. 2-on-1 contest, but taking a nice mark there was Gurushan once again. Wheels around on his right boot, goes long inside forward 50. Bouncing football, trying to keep it in there is Nankaraya. Finds himself in space, goes to the hot spot. It's 2-on-1. The mark's been taken just outside the goal square. That was a great contested mark. And the Lions now will line up for a shot on goal. Just need to confirm exactly who that is. But the Lions can extend their lead out to 15 points if he can kick from only 10 metres out on a 45-degree angle. Comes off the side of the boot. It's gone through for a point. Disappointing miss, but that's the first score of the second half. Sri Lanka 4-2-26 out to a 10-point lead. Leading Pakistan 2-4-16. A shot on goal coming there from Bochu. And disappointing miss. Long kick out. The Lions have plenty of numbers around the football once again, but it's been turned over on the half-forward flank. The kick was partially smothered there by Pakistan. Coming up to meet the football there was Chowdhury. He couldn't get the football away. A strong tackle applied. The umpire was blindsided. They say play on. Pak forms once again. Getting a kick forward there by the Lions, and that was a nice pass by Gutharan, and taking a nice mark on his chest directly in front. Looks like it might be Alapatia. We'll have a shot on goal. It wasn't Alapatia, it's actually Silva. It's a long shot. It's a beautiful kick from outside 50. The goal coming from Nanakarea. He's kicked his first goal of the tournament, and they now go out to a 5-2-32. They're out to a 16-point lead, 5-2-32 to 2-4-16. We have 11 minutes to play in this third term. That was a nice goal, Raj.
Yeah, that's a very nice goal, and you can say there's a very long kick by the Sri Lanka team.
It was, yeah, from 40 metres out, and the wind has dropped off. It was blowing across the ground, which made it a little bit trickier in that second term, but nice, what we say, nice purchase on the kick, Raj, and got plenty of it and went through for a goal. There's been a whistle blown. Pakistan had too many players inside the centre square. So the umpires are red hot, aren't they? And the free kick's going to go the way of Dexter Van Vert. No. Ravalage, hand pass to Dexter Van Vert. So he goes with a torpedo from inside the centre square, gets a long kick inside forward 50. The mark wasn't taken. The ball spills there to Jay Sering. They get the ball forward, but caught out of position there was Bodaju, and it is the Shaheens taking a nice mark inside defensive 50. So long kick out to a 2-on-2 contest. Pakistan take the mark and they get the ball up towards centre wing. Qureishi's going to be the target, but couldn't get to the contest. The ball spills free. Push and a shove there, and the umpires paid a free kick the way of the Lions. Taking the free kick there is Shaheen Van Vert, who plays on quickly. Goes on the top towards Dexter Van Vert. Got a long kick on him, so he just goes as far as he can. Inside forward 50. And coming up and taking a nice mark there for Pakistan was Jaffa Medai. And he just goes short. Over the top. Taking a nice mark is Ali Khan. He goes up forward, up towards the half-forward flank where Hasib Qureshi was the target. He couldn't mark it, but he's done well. His second effort was good. The kick around the body, long kick aside forward 50. Defensive punch away there by Lorenz Daniel. At ground level, the Lions will try and clear it if they can. Oh, was that a high tackle? Wasn't paid there towards Usman Khan. And the ball's going to be, what's the umpire deciding to do? Is he going to pay a free kick? No, he's going to throw it up. So they're inside forward 50 now, the Shaheens. Trailing by 16 points. Just under 9 minutes to go in this third term. The Lions get a clearing kick up towards centre wing. It's going to be a foot race. Running onto the loose football on the outer side there was Zahir Khan. He can come back onto his favoured right side. That's a long kick inside forward 50. Nobody at home for the Shaheens, and the ball bounces just in front of the scoreboard and out of bounds. And the margin at the moment is still only 16 points. Had all my paperwork delivered to me finally. That's nice. So I can get that all sorted for the second half of play here. We've got eight minutes left in this third term. 16 points the margin. Tapped down there by Kusiri, but it's going to be cleared out though by the Sri Lankans. Dropping the mark, there was Usman Khan. And there's a bit of a fight and a scuffle happening off the play. All players come in from all directions, and there's been a red card paid. So the Sri Lankans are actually going to be down a player. I didn't see exactly what had happened. It was off the play, but one of their players has been sent off and will not return. So there'll be one player down. It looks like there's still a bit of a push and a shove. I think the Pakistan player may have been punched. I don't want to say too much there, but you haven't seen this too often in the International Cup. So there is going to be a break. The umpires coming over to signal the red card. There's a blood rule, so obviously the incident was high. Raj, did you see anything on the outer side?
No, that's just, we can pray that both teams are just doing their best. At the moment, they're just replacing the players. The two players of, I think, Sri Lankan team are just injured, and their medical fitness coaches are just stretching their muscles and helping them.
So J.S. Singh gets sent off there.
Yes.
He's only a young player, 20 years of age. So the free kick's now been paid. Taking it is Hasib Kushiri, who's lining up for a shot on goal. We'll confirm exactly who's come off the ground with the blood rule in just a moment there. Raj.
So that's a game. Like we can get the scratches and all the things. So
long kick forward by McCreary. She gets the distance. The mark wasn't taken. Chowdhury has a shot on goal. It's a high up and under kick to the goal line. Mobilage there was for the Lions. The pack forms. Usman Khan tries to get the ball out but couldn't do so, and it gets rushed through for a behind. So they go to 2-5-17. 15 points behind Sri Lanka as the Lions kick it in towards the outer side. Gushan, the mark will be paid. Players break in all directions, decides to go long. Looking for Rana Singh, bouncing football, tries to go with the one hand but couldn't collect it. Shaheen's get the clearing kick away again, that time by Marit Karishi. The kick around the body finds Ed Saar. They're going to have a shot on goal here. The Shaheen's unselfish football. The hand pass over the top towards Khan. The kick around the body bounces. Oh, nearly went through. Went right across the face of goal. Usman Khan. And the ball's hit the point post. The ball's going to be thrown in. Pakistan doing all the attacking. Less than 5.5 minutes to go in this third term. That's a deep throw in. Strong tackle applied off the play there by Permarante, and the umpire's going to pay a free kick. There's a Sri Lankan player down. May have copped one high. Big Shajid Chowdhury is there standing the mark. The Lions have had more run, but the Shaheens are using the ball better in this third term. So the long kick forward, taking the front position there and taking a great mark was Hazib Kurishi. Good options to the right-hand pocket. He decides to go long. That's a beautiful drop punt. Out of position, though, was Usman Khan. And the ball goes off hands and out of bounds. So, left-hand point post. I've got the margin here at only 15 points. 4 minutes 20, throw in. Player gets tripped in the rucking contest there. That might have been Malavaj once again against Chowdhury. So becoming a little bit physical in this third term. Plenty on the line for both teams. Pride at stake, representing their country in International Cup football. It is the semi-finals. Long kick forward, and it's just a wall of Pakistan players there. Taking a nice mark was Siddiqui. He's going back pretty confidently here, Raj. He'll be kicking this from 50 metres out.
Yep.
He'll need to aim it towards the left-hand goal post with this breeze. Hamad Siddiqui, another 20-year-old, and that's come off. Oh, he's found a teammate on the outer side. It was planned play. And taking a nice mark there is one of the Karishis, and it looks like it's Mujit.
Pakistan team plays Abdul Rab now in the game.
That's a nice shot on goal. Well, they compete off hands and through for, was it going to be a goal? Hang on, no, just touched. So that's their second behind for the quarter. They go to 2-6-18, 14 points behind. Sri Lanka on 5-2-32. It's a long kick in again. They're having trouble trying to clear defensive 50 here, the Lions, as we saw in that first quarter. But getting a kick away was Shaheen van der Vert. Loose football on centre wing. The Lions need to be clean here. They couldn't get the ball away. Tackle supplied. Umpire says play on advantage to the Lions. Strong tackle applied though by Siddiqui. Will he be rewarded for holding the football? He will. Siddiqui now. He can go short over the top. And taking a nice mark there is Shajid Chowdhury. The ball holds up in the breeze. He's kicked it right across the ground. Humar Ali couldn't collect it. The ball spills out there now for Usman Malik. But the Lions will clear it. They're good in the contest when the ball's at ground level. It's a loose football. Oh, big collision of players. Diving on the top of the pack there was Chowdhury. The umpire decides that he'll throw it up. And the ball's going to be thrown up back inside the centre square. Just over 2 minutes ago in this third term. Big punch forward now by Marique Karishi. It's a loose football at centre half forward there for the Shaheens. They need to be clean. They couldn't get the football out. Sri Lankan swarm. The Lions, they're running in a pack, but they couldn't get the football clear. Surging forward in the pack though was the Lions. The ball just comes out. The umpire's paid it for holding the footy. Incorrect disposal. And another whistle's gone to kick it over the mark. The ball's inside forward 50, but will be brought back. Bit of confusion on the ground. Minute and a half to go. The Sri Lankan bench telling their players to get back inside defensive 50. Long kick forward now by Zahir Hussain. 2-on-1 contest, but the mark was taken there by the Lions. Wasn't paid, so they just kicked it back to where it came from, but that's better play. Finesca takes the mark, plays on, runs into his own teammate. Double tackle applied there by Rick Karishi. He just wrapped up the whole pack. It should have been rewarded. There's a bit of laughter on the Pakistani bench after seeing that. Makreed Karishi there, Raj, just a strong tackle applied.
Yep, and as well as the Sajid Chaudhary, he's also doing a very good tackling.
Yeah, he's big and he's strong, isn't he? Long kick forward, taking a nice mark there was Lorenz Daniel. Kicks it inside forward 50, bouncing football. Couldn't collect it on the outer side there was Jay Sering, and the ball's going to be thrown in deep inside the Lions attacking it. No, it's had a bounce on the full. My mistake. So the line, the Sheens will clear it out here, the broadcast side of the ground. Raab takes the mark, off one step, kicks it up towards the half-forward flank. There was no one there for Pakistan. Shaheen van Vert's taken the mark. He's gone with the left boot, off the side. Indiscriminate play. The ball gets socked forward now by Hussain, out towards centre wing. Tapping it to himself there was Mahidi. He couldn't collect it. Siren's gone. It's a kick around the body by Vexter van der Vert. Doesn't matter. And at three-quarter time, it's Sri Lanka leading by 15 points. Sri Lanka 5-2-32, leading Pakistan 2-5-17.
Now the both teams are just, I think they're just discussing for some smart moves on the last quarter, I think.
Yeah, it could be interesting last quarter. Plenty at stake. The three-quarter time score here, it is Sri Lanka 5-2-32, leading Pakistan 2-5-17. Pakistan will have to... I'll just make sure that score's actually right. The scoreboard has it as 2-5-17. That will be corrected during the three-quarter time break. We'll take a short break here. Plenty more to come in the International Cup here. Stay tuned for the last quarter between Sri Lanka Lions and the Pakistan Shaheens. I've got it as 2-6-18, but the umpires will let you know.
Yeah. Yeah, right, mate. I know you feel them.
Outside the high pool, your mind is very good.
It's not bad.
You are doing very well. You are covering.
I don't think you're doing fine, mate.
Yeah, I'm just nervous, very nervous.
What? Are you? Yeah. No, don't have to stress, please. It's okay.
Actually, I'm just on some special comments, but today I'm doing commentary as well.
Oh, are you really?
That's where we're getting this game from. No, Temple is used, different model.
No, Stephen's not here. He hasn't arrived.
You know that?
No. How are you?
One more. Until?
Yeah, good, thank you. Are you commentating today?
No, I'm not coming. I'm just writing.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to write match reports.
Well, there's plenty of
EFL web app, you're streaming now?
Yes, yeah.
plenty of number changes in Pakistan, so I apologise for that.
No, I can't. Yeah, I'll just put the website for the book in the book here and that'll be. And I'm not sure if it's right.
Yeah, 2-6.
Trying to find the screen.
You can do it through the AFL website.
Yeah.
Yeah, might help on the outer side, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I can't see half the ground though.
Me too.
Well on Saturday. Well, 400. Oh. When you play 5 games in 12 days, it's going to happen.
Hi, how are you?
So we've got the final term here. It is the semi-finals. Third place, Pakistan taking on fourth place Sri Lanka. It's been a great first 3 quarters of football. Pakistan have had more of the play but haven't converted that into scores. 8 scoring shots to 7, but they trail by 14 points. It's Pakistan 2-6-18, Sri Lanka 5-2-32. The breeze has arrived once again. Looks like it's really picked up. Blowing towards the end, that Sri Lanka are kicking too. So punch forward. It's going to be the Sri Lankans through Perez to get the clearance. No one at home at centre half forward, so it's going to be a loose football. Running back onto it now for Pakistan there was Malik. He gets the kick up towards the half-back flank. Looking to try and clear the football, though, is the Pakistan side. And they've got it up towards centre wing. No clear winner. It's the Lions once again with plenty of run. They get the kick forward. Bouncing football. Kick forward now by Dexter Vandervert. This is better play. There's a 2-on-1 contest in favour of the Lions. If they get a goal here, it's going to be hard for Pakistan, and they do. Brilliant finishing work once again by Nana Carrara. He's kicked his second, and that could be all that we need here in the semi-finals. Sri Lanka are yet to win a game in the tournament. This will be their first victory. It'll be a big one against Pakistan. They go out to 6-2-38. leading Pakistan 2-6-18, the biggest lead of the match so far. They're out to 20 points. Raj, that was a better play on the outer side by the Lions.
Yeah, now there's we can expect that the match on which side. Now Sri Lanka is reaching to the high point now.
We also have to be mindful of the fact that Sri Lanka are down one player after they had a player sent off for an indiscriminate tackle or incident on the outer side during that third quarter. So
Sajid Khan is now again in the ground. He seems to be a very best tackle player today in the Pakistan team.
Yeah, they're good with applying the body pressure and applying tackles. One thing that's just let them down so far is their inability to score or convert when they've got the ball in their hand. So during the work there, once again, was Marik Qureshi, I should say, and he couldn't get a disposal away. So they're on the half-forward flank here for Pakistan. They're going to need to respond. Big punch down by Balaje, but it's all Pakistan. Kick around the body and taking a nice mark there on his chest was Thiranka Silva. Looking to try and get the ball moving on quickly, but it holds up in the breeze. Fonseca goes in, couldn't get the ball out. Cycling it further afield there was Rana Singh. He's done well, he's got the ball up towards centre wing. But they can repel here, the Shaheens. The high up and under kick. Well, dropping the mark he probably should have taken there was Khan. Hussain goes in. There's been a free kick for a hold. Will be advantage paid? Yes, it will be. So running away with it there was Khan. Oh, he's gone for a kick around the body, bouncing football. Sri Lanka will clear it from centre half back up towards Dexter Vandervoort. He's been one of their best players today. He's marked on his chest. The long lead there by Nanakaraya was ignored. Now he's gone to that option. Going back with the flight of the football was the big man in Shahid Chowdhury. Couldn't get the kick away that time though was Hazib Qureshi. And Pakistan trying to get the hand passes working their way through defensive zone now. This is good play. The kick forward coming from Siddiqui up towards centre half forward. Oh, big tackle applied there by Humarante, and he's actually been paid the free kick. No, it's going to go the way of Pakistan, and Kasif Khan will take the free kick. And passes it back there towards Marik Qureshi. He goes up and under with the ball getting caught in the breeze. Nice defensive punch away by Tennakoon, and the ball goes out of bounds. 40 metres around from Hasheen's attacking end. They're trailing by 20 points. Sri Lanka 6-2-38, leading Pakistan 2-6-18. You're listening to the International Cup semi-finals. Division 2 football between the third place Pakistan taking on the fourth place Sri Lanka. Throw in during the ruck work there was Marik Qureshi. Taps the ball down. And the umpire's paid a free kick for holding the football. Strong tackle there by the Lions defence has been rewarded. The players all on the outer side. As the kick goes up towards centre wing, Dexter Vandervoort was the option, but the ball just travels out of bounds and goes out of bounds on the full.
So Ben, according to you, in which factor the Pakistan team today is just lacking down?
Yeah, probably their ball movement. Like, they've got plenty of it. The hand passing that we saw through the centre of the ground was good, but they don't really seem to have a tall marking option in the forward line, which has made it a little bit tricky at times.
I think that's why, because all the players are new in this game, so that's why they are just now
there's
covering
plenty
up
to
the
work
things.
with. Yeah, definitely. There's some real promising signs from the Shaheens, and I'm sure next time that the International Cup rolls around, they're going to be well equipped to attack the game with velocity. There's a big punch from Qureshi towards the goal face, but waiting back there was Mula Kuranara, I think it might be. I asked how to pronounce that name with you, Raj, but his kick out of defensive 50 has been repelled once again. It's the Shaheens that got a shot on goal. The kick around the body, I don't think he realised exactly where he was there for his Khan, and it's gone out of bounds on the full to the left-hand side point post. Score check with just under 12 minutes to go. It's Sri Lanka 6-2-38 to Pakistan 2-6-18. Both teams have had the same amount of scoring shots, but it's been Sri Lanka who have been more efficient when they've got the ball close to goal. Chowdhury takes the front position, couldn't mark, but does his own roving. Gets a quick kick back inside forward 50, bouncing football out of bounds in the right-hand back pocket, 30 metres around from the Shaheen's goal. Other games on this morning includes all the Division 2 semi-finals here. The finals will take place over the last weekend, so this next weekend in August. So make sure you stay tuned to all the International Cup here on the AFL website. As the Lions clear it once again. That's a long penetrating kick, but all the Sri Lankan players are around the football. Taking a nice mark there was Sri Lanka. Kicks the ball inside forward 50, but running away with it there was Arunda Fonseca, the Sri Lankan captain. He finds the goal kicker in Narakona. Too far out to score, so he kicks it high and long. Prabrith Fonseca's there. Gets bumped off the football. The ball comes down, but he couldn't collect it. So the Shaheens get cleared defensive 50 with a quick kick around the body. Running onto the outer side there is Githran. Uses Malavaj by hand. His kick goes over out of bounds on the full. Disappointing kick there, Raj.
Yeah. So what? Now we are just discussing about the Pakistan's team, so where they are lacking. So what's the positive point about the Sri Lankan team which you got today?
Well, they're getting some of their kicks are not hitting their targets, and they're turning the ball over. Is another example of it there. Taking a nice mark was Inkanake. He goes over the top. The Lions are prepared to hold on to the football. They really don't need to score. They can just hold on to it the next 10 minutes and they'll win the game. Good play, takes the player on. The Lions kick the ball inside forward 50, flat-footed. The Rekhead does well, tries to kick a little drop kick there, but it got smothered. Clearing the ball once again is Sazib Kurishi. Kicks it high, and long there's a wall of Sri Lankan players. Taking a nice mark there was Jason Ing. He kicks it inside forward 50. It looks like Vandervert on the outer side's taking a nice mark. He loads up, goes long inside forward 50, punch away. Loose football there. Inside forward 50, trying to run it out there was Hussain. Hand pass misses its target. Arunda Fonseca runs onto it. Comes back onto his right boot. Has options at centre half forward. That could raffle it. And taking a nice mark there is Perez. The 1-2 back to Perez. Short little hand pass finds Jason. He lines up from outside 50. He's got plenty of purchase on it, but won't make the distance. And taking a nice relieving mark on the last line of defence there was Kurishi. It seems like I'm just calling their two names in their second term. Sorry, in their second half. They played good football for Pakistan. Pakistan continue to try and use the outer side. Right next to the golf course out there, Raj. It's a beautiful place to be playing football here at Parkville. Contested football on centre wing. Strong tackle applied. Not rewarded. But the Lions break free once again. Long kick up. Flying into the side there with Chowdhury. Couldn't mark. Shaheen's clear it though. Up towards the centre square. Taking a nice mark there was Ibrahim. He takes a bounce. He can go over the top or decides to go long. Up towards centre half forward. Juggling attempt mark. Not pulled down there by Karuga. Goes in a second time. Takes the game on. Sweeping hand pass into the centre of the ground. This is better play by Sri Lanka. Ball comes back to Karuja. He kicks it high off the side of the boot. Malajo's not going to be the option. Taking a nice mark was Dexter Vandervert. He takes a bounce. He can take 3 bounces. Decides to kick from inside forward 50. Goes the distance, but flying high from the side was Hazib Kurishi and punches the ball through for a behind. So they go to 6-3-39.
There are some players in the Pakistan team. They're just trying to do their best. Like they're giving their 110%.
Oh yeah,
like
definitely.
Qureshi and like Sajid Chaudhary.
Yeah, you cannot question their endeavour. That is for sure. As Rana Singh decides to go for a squaring pass. Nice use of the body there in the contest by Hamid. Can they try and clear it out here, broadcast side of the ground? As Hussain runs onto it. Squaring pass through the hands of Fonseca. The ball spills now to Lorenz Daniel, who's been good at centre half back. Long penetrating kick inside forward 50. Oh, the Shaheens are everywhere. And taking a nice mark there was Ali Khan. Getting directions there from their coach, Matt Emling. He goes right across the ground here, taking a mark is Hussain. He can take a bounce and decides to kick. Goes long up towards centre half forward. At full stretch, but couldn't complete the mark was Kitagawa. Couldn't collect the football. Oh, that's a little bit high. The umpire was blindsided, but it's going to go the way of Pakistan. He doesn't look confident there, Wallen. He's looking to try and hand pass it. Kurishi lines up. That's Mukreet. Gets plenty of purchase on it. It's a long kick forward. Ball gets punched away in the last line there by the Lions defence. Machines have an opportunity, but the Lions will clear it once again. There's some tired bodies out there for Sri Lanka. They're not moving too fast. Fonseca goes in once again, but he's wrapped up on a strong tackle, and the ball's going to be thrown up 30 metres out, directly in front for Pakistan. We haven't seen too many goals kicked to this far end. Sri Lanka got one, Pakistan got one in the second term. Then the ball gets socked out. The numbers here of the Shaheens, they need to be clean. Ali Khan runs onto the football, but gets tackled. Gets his hand pass away. The umpire says play on. Indiscriminate play on the outer side now by the Lions. Running away with it, though, is Johan Singh. Takes 2 bounces. He can run this all the way. 3 bounces. Jai Singh does very well. Now decides to kick it up. Running away from the play, though, unfortunately, was Girisharan, and the Pakistanis taking a nice mark. They get the ball here a lot. They just can't find an option at centre half forward, which is where their attacking will start. Long kick forward. Coming up and dropping the mark there with the Lions. The ball spills out now to Kilamurangram, who kicks it high and long. Chowdhury flies in. Couldn't take the mark on his chest. He sits on top of the pack. We've got less than 5.5 minutes to go in this match. It's 21 points the margin in favour of Sri Lanka. Players about to change here on the Sri Lankan benches. Chowdhury's now back in the ruck. Big punch down. Hussain rides the bump but leaves the football behind. Kick forward there by the Lions. Reading it best, though, was the big man, Hasib Kurishite. Nice kick forward by Van der Vert. Now the Lions get the ball inside forward 50. Kick into his own advantage there was Nekarai. Goes in for a second attempt, but he couldn't collect it. Chowdhury did well. Clears the kick out towards the centre half back. There's 3 Lions running onto the loose football with Tilakaratne. He's tackled. Was that a throw? The umpire decides to let it go. Strong tackle applied there by Perez. Not rewarded by the umpire. Trying to get the tap out the back are the Shaheens. They're running it out of through centre half back. The kick was smothered. Loose football. Oh, soccering it there. It didn't look the best with Rana Singh, but it was okay. Comes out now towards Nanakaraya. Ball will need to bounce up. We know he's got a good kick. He goes with the banana around the body, but it's going to be a free kick. The Pakistan player was brought to ground, and taking the free kick will be Ibrahim. He was well off the play. So that was disappointing play there by the Lions. The short kick finds Hussain. He's definitely been one player to keep an eye on in the future. Beautiful long kick up towards centre half forward. Running under the football there was Fonseca. And Arunda Fonseca, the captain of the Sri Lankan side, will earn the free kick. They'll be very proud to get Sri Lanka their first win in the International Cup. We've got nearly 3.5 minutes to go in this final term. Sri Lanka lead 39-19. The 1-2 option is ignored there as Lorenz Daniel runs free. Kicks it high and long to centre half forward. Brave bodies needed. Rochu couldn't get into the contest, but breaking free now is Rana Singh. His kick along the ground won't make it easy for their forwards, but a strong tackle applied too high in the end. They're just a little bit of overzealous from Shaheen Van Vert. And there's going to be the Shaheens taking the free kick at fullback. It's a helicopter pass out at full stretch. Gudran couldn't complete the mark. Kick around the body coming from well in. Up towards centre wing. Running onto it is Raab. If he has the pace, he does. He collects it now, Raab. Looks to try and come back onto his right boot. Couldn't do so. The boundary line wins out and the ball's going to be thrown in. So we're getting towards the end of the semi-finals. First match of the morning here at Western Oval in Parkville. Looks like the weather's starting to improve. Looking at the crowd in attendance now, which is slowly building up. Looks like it could be still cold out there. Looks like we've got a nice position here in the truck.
And lots of the viewers are just viewing our match on the YouTube as well on the AFL website.
So hopefully they're enjoying it too.
Yeah.
The ball just gets thrown out of the contest there by Zain Hamid, and it's going to be a free kick to the Lions. Taking the free kick there was Ramesh. He goes long up towards centre wing. Flying with the one hand when needed to was Karishai. The brothers combining there. Hand pass misses its target. The no-look hand pass coming there from Ikankai, and the umpire just says play on.
So last 2 minutes are remaining.
It is last 2 minutes. Can the Shaheens get another goal? Be nice to see before the close of the match. They go long inside forward 50. Bouncing football. Coming up to meet it there was Raab, but he couldn't collect it. Fonseca was in there once again and does all the hard work at the ball over the boundary line.
The match is just reaching to the stage where we can say that Sri Lanka is on a safe stage now.
Yeah, definitely now. They lead by 21 points. Pakistan haven't scored in this final term. There's some tired bodies. They've gone in hard. It's been a long 2 weeks of football now for the boys. I know it's only 17.5 minutes compared to what they play in the AFL, but it still takes a lot of commitment. The kick out there by the Lions has been well read by Sajid Chowdhury. Now, he's shown some really good skill in this match. He's 30 years of age, kicks it high and long. Up they go. Mark wasn't taken. Fonseca's there using his body. The ball gets tapped out. Just trying to sock it rather than picking up there the Lions' defence. Githran goes in once again. Oh, it's going to be a shot on goal coming through for Pakistan. There was Mansour, but didn't quite make the distance. The Lions repel. Oh, big pack of players for more. The tackle went a little bit too long. The umpire's right there and decides that he'll throw it up. Right-hand side point post. 29 seconds
Pakistan is just on an attacking mode and Sri Lankan is just on a defending mode. They are just not worried about the scoring. They are just now tackling and defending. That's it.
Well, exactly right. As the Lions now in the last passage of play, there's 13 seconds to go. Can Big Karishi reward himself with a long shot on goal? Goes across the face. The mark's been taken and the siren's going to go. Sri Lanka have won their first game of the International Cup, but it hasn't quite finished yet. Pakistan will have the final shot on goal. Won't make a difference to the result, but it could be a great way to finish off here for Pakistan. They've definitely worked hard in the last 10 minutes, just couldn't get it any scoreboard pressure applied. The shot on goal comes, and it goes right across the face.
Yeah, the both teams seems very happy around now. The Pakistan players are just cheering the Sri Lankan players for their victory, and the both teams playing very well today. But the Sri Lankan team is seriously very impressive play today, and we can hope for the best for Pakistan team in the next matches, and they can learn some new techniques and experience. Today they obviously learned some new techniques and how to tackle some other team. I
don't think Matt Emling would be too disappointed with the efforts there by the Shaheens. There's definitely a lot of improvement to come from Pakistan as their football develops. They only started playing the game in 2014, so from that you'd think that there's going to be a lot of improvement, especially when the next International Cup comes. But for Sri Lanka, it's their first win of the International Cup, and they did it in great style. They won 6-3-39, defeating Pakistan 2-6-18. Imal Nana Karakara has the leading goal kicker with 2. Gurushan kicked 1. And I also think Wickramasinghe got 1. So great performance there by Sri Lanka, winning the first semi-final here at Western Oval. Thanks for joining us here in the International Cup. Raj, any final comments from you?
Yeah. So I just asking for the viewers, don't go anywhere, just stay streaming our YouTube channel, because the next match is happening between Indonesia and India.
And that's going to be a fantastic game, so stay tuned for more here on the AFL International Cup.
Yep. Thanks very much.